coming in on the research, coming in hot, coming in accurate, coming in with the tail numbers. Everybody says it's, conspiracy theory with her and the tail numbers and the Egyptian plane, the military plane shadowing Charlie. Military planes don't normally shadow people every time they go speak. A U.S. plane, a foreign military plane, going and shadowing and collecting all of the electronic signatures from attendees, that doesn't seem to make sense, right? Unless it's a collection operation, unless it's a surveillance, unless it's a collected all operation. We got our folks meeting here. We've been talking about this sort of Palantir, suck it up surveillance. And there's options for you. There's the UNEFT organization that followed TPUSA everywhere they went. There's also America First and their organization. There was also Armed Queers that was going to these events. So there's constant opportunities for everyone going to these events, either left or right, to be offered arms, to be offered to dossier them, to be offered the alternatives where they could do violent things. And this is leading up to, with this Ziklag Infiltration, I just wrote about it on Substack, the Ziklag, Z-I-K-L-A-G. These are the high rollers that are a part of the NAR movement that Candace is talking about now. This is leading to them saying, hey, we want to take control in 2028. This is a plan in TPUSA Faith, with Mikey McCoy to get 1,000 pastors to infiltrate 1,000 pastors, and then go to Washington just like J6 in 2028, and then say we want to stay in power. This is directly against the Constitution. It is basically dog-walking all their congregations into another J6. This is another J6. So this is what we're saying. We're calling it out now. Last time we were only 6 weeks ahead of time of J6. We went to Fort Bragg. We went to Fort Psychological Operations. We said it's a slaughter pen. This is 1,000 pastors unknowingly taking their flocks to Washington in 2028. Hopefully Vance will just win and it'll be okay. But putting Trump in a third term is against the Constitution. We'd have to repeal the amendment that ended that, more than 2 terms. So we've seen people talk about it. Steve Bannon's talked about it, Trump 2028. We've heard other people talk about it, like Kai Schwemmer and Nick Fuentes talking about Trump 2028. Now, recently, they've gone against that. But this is a trap, just like J6 was a trap. We said it 6 weeks ahead of time with Emily Rainey. Last time, this time we're saying it 3 years in advance, not 3 weeks in advance, 3 years in advance. And hopefully we can stop this. This is going to take out a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of lives ruined, a whole bunch of farms taken, a whole bunch of businesses destroyed, a whole bunch of lives destroyed, right? Exactly. And we got a lot of the J6 people out and pushed for their pardons, right? We warned people that day. We warned them that Joe Biggs was going to pull those gates. And people didn't listen, right? We warned an hour in advance, don't go over the gate, you're going to get arrested. Now we're doing it 3 years in advance. I call it the Ziklag Infiltration. If you don't believe it's all there, you'll see all the receipts. I got all the receipts for you out there at georgewebb.substack.com.